Hey, today we're going to do 6-6 proportions and percents. Okay, so today we're going to do 3 different things, and yes, you have to do proportions. Okay, so the next section we'll learn how to do it a different way. I don't care. There's different ways to solve these. Today you have to do proportions. Okay, and we'll learn other ways to do them, and that's fine too. So proportions and percent. So we're going to be finding part of a whole, finding a whole amount, and finding a percent. These are the 3 things we're going to learn today on how to do by setting up a proportion. Okay, so for example, find 65% of 245. Okay, so we're looking, I'm going to change my color. We're looking for the part. That's what we're looking for, because the 245 is the whole. And almost every time after the of, this number is going to be the whole number, okay, which will come in handy in just a minute. Okay, what percent of 60 is 52? So here we're looking for percent because it asks it right here. It's not given. Okay, so of 60 is 52. So this is your whole. The 60 and 52 is your part. Okay, almost all the time after the of is your whole, and after the is your part. 207 is 46% of what number? So you're given the percent. Okay, we are actually looking for the whole number because it's saying that 207 is 46% of some other number. Okay, so if it's only 46%, then that other number is the whole. Okay, so this is your part, the 207. Okay, this will come in handy when we're trying to figure out where to put things in our proportion. Okay, so here's the proportion. Always, 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 percent is going to be over 100, and it equals your part over your whole. Okay, so percent is always over 100, no matter what the percent is, even if it's more than 100. Part over whole. You do not have to write it twice. I just helping you out a little bit. Okay, so in this section you must set up a proportion. Does everyone understand? You must set up a proportion. Okay, so what is 65% of 245? Okay, so we're given our percent, so we know right away it's going to be 65 over 100 equals, okay, what is 65% of 245? So remember, if it's after the of, that's normally always your whole. 245, and we're looking for our part because it's part over whole. And then from there, we just cross multiply, and you can use your calculators. So 245 times 65 is something, I don't have it on here because apparently oh no, I do right here, is 15,925, and it equals 100x, and we know we're going to divide by 100. So x equals 159.25. You can just move your decimal over. Once you have it, you know you're going to divide by 100, you can just move your decimal over. Okay? So next one, what percent of 60 is 52? So now we don't have our percent, so that's where we put our variable. You don't have to use x, you can use any variable you want. Okay? So remember, of, normally after the of, that's your whole, and after the is your part. Okay, so you set up your proportion and you solve. You cross multiply. This would give you, well, obviously 52 times 100 is 5200 equals 60x. Divide by 60. X equals 86.67. Is that what you, I think that was 5200. Okay, so I rounded it up. It was 0.66666. Okay, but this is percent, and you don't have to move. When we do it this way, you don't have to move decimals. Okay, you just, that becomes your percent. When we do it other ways, you have to remember to move your decimal. Okay, but we'll get to that later. So 207 is 46% of what number? So you're given, this written in a little bit different way. You're given your percent, 46 over 100 equals, okay, 207 is 40%, 46% of what number? So you really got to think about it. What are we saying? Is 207 the part or the whole? Okay, well 207 is the part. We're looking for the whole. We don't know what it is. Okay, so you can think since 207 is 46% of some other number, it has to be bigger. Okay, so then we cross multiply. 46x equals 20700, divide by 46. X equals, what is that? 450. Okay? Moving on. Got a few more. What is 43% of 230? So try to do these before I do them. Okay, what is 43%? So 43 is all, the percent's always over 100 of 230. So that of tells you it's going to be on the bottom. Okay, we're going to cross multiply. So you're going to have 43 times 230. Okay, and then your answer is going to end up being, I'm just going to do the answer, 98.9. Okay. So 14 is what percent? So we're looking for percent, and don't forget to label your percents. 14 is what percent of 15? So it's going to be 14 over 15, part over whole. Again, we cross multiply. You're going to end up with 15x equals 1400. Divide by 15, divide by 15. X equals 93.3%. So what you get in your calculators is what you get. You don't have to move your decimal, okay? Because that's because we've already put it over 100. Whoops. Oh, I guess I changed mine. 99 is the percentage, so it goes over 100 every time. 310 is 99% of what number? 310, the of what number is your whole number, okay? Is your whole, your part, not your part, it's your whole. So 99x equals 310, and then we add 2 zeros because you're multiplying it by 100. Divide by 99. You should get 313. This must have been a repeating decimal. There you go. Round it off. Okay. We got one more. It's a word problem. This word problem is kind of wordy and confusing. So let's break it down. In 2000, the number of drive-in movie screens was 78% of what it was in 1990. So first of all, what's bigger? The amount that was in 2000 or the amount that is in 1999? Okay. 1990 has more. Okay. So in 2000, the number of drive-in, because remember we're talking about drive-in, so there's not as many in 2000 because it's 78% of what it was in 1990. Okay, so 1990 is more. There were 717 in 2000. How many were in 1990? So we know without anything that 78 is going to be over 100 because that's our percentage right here. Okay, so we have to decide which is our part and which is our whole. Okay, well it's saying that the 78% of what it was in 1990. So 1990 is our whole. Okay, so and it gives us the number for 2000. So for the year 2000. So that is our part. And our whole is what we're looking for. We're looking for how many movies are in 2000. Okay, or movie screens. I'm sorry. I just said that backwards. We're looking for how many screens were in 1990. Okay, so again, we're going to cross multiply. Divide by 78, and you will get a decimal, which is fine when you're dealing with broad numbers like that. So you're going to end up with 9, and please label 919. I think it was 0.23 screens, so we'll just say 919 screens. I'm fine with that. You can put the decimal in there if you want. Okay. Okay, 919 movie screens. Okay, so you really got to think about which is my part, which is my whole. And here's a little comic for you. You can pause it and read it.